Hello everyone, welcome to KAKAU'S Hideout. I am KAKAU'S. I'm going to continue with my video readings. Tonight it's going to be for Cancer and Cancer's connection with each and every zodiac sign as a general read for 2019. And again, I'm sorry if I've been away for too long. I've been busy, it's been the holidays. But now I got time, I'm going to do just that. And again, the disclaimer: this is just a general reading. If it doesn't resonate, do not take the message. Look for other YouTube tarot readers that uh, you think is fit for your situation. And for personal readings, you can send an email at kakaushideout@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Twitter. That's kakaukonemi. And you can send a private message on my Facebook page as well. That's Tarot Readings by Kakao. And that's KAKAU. So let me prepare. What else? Is there anything else I would like to say before I start? Um, oh yeah, by the way, thank you so much for my new subscribers. As of the moment, I have 312 subscribers. So thank you. Within the October, 3 months, it's 312, so it's like 100 or so per month if that's the case. And thank you so much for liking and sharing and commenting on my videos. So there, let's start. By the way, this is a 3-card reading. First card will be the description um, of your connection with that specific zodiac sign. Second is what you're going to do about it, or what is the advice. And third card will be the possible outcome if you're going to do as advice. So there, let's start. If you'll excuse me, if you notice the waves are big tonight, so you might overhear it on this video. But it's about to go. What time is it? 9:24. So maybe around 10, if I'm not mistaken. The tide is going to change, so it will be softer. The sound of the waves will be softer around maybe 10 p.m. So let's start. I'm going to do a timestamp. I would like to start on 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Okay, shuffle. So, Cancer's connection with Aries as a general reading for 2019, please. Okay. Cancer and Aries, you seem to be splitting some monetary issues, or you seem to be needing to settle some monetary issues, or you're in the process of taking what's yours, Cancer, and giving Aries what's theirs. Yes, the Empress is reversed. So this is provision, something that has been produced after being nurtured. So this can be money, this can be materials that you've acquired together, especially if you're a couple. This is also an indication of a divorce, an indication of a breakup, or may this can be merely a separation of um, a house, perhaps, or maybe you share a place and someone's about to leave. I want to pull up a clarifier for this too, so we can point out what is the Empress is all about. And now my nose starts to itch. Great. Okay, the Empress reverse. Why is she here? Between Cancer and Aries. Okay, so this is a commitment. So there must be, if the Hierophant is about commitment, so maybe there's been a promise before that needs to be settled right now. I'm sensing that this is about money. Maybe Aries owed you something, or you owe something to Aries. Again, take it however it resonates. Um, and you're about to um, fulfill that promise, and you need to split up whatever material or monetary issues you have with Aries. So, what's the best thing to do about it is here, the Sun card. Let me see. This is a promise, and this is about money, and Sun card is about overall prosperity. So maybe this promise has been long overdue. Maybe Aries or you, Cancer, promised to pay Aries something. Maybe you owe him or her something, and you haven't fulfilled that promise yet. And now that you're about to do it, maybe there is some sort of a rift between you two. Yeah, because the Empress reverse is not necessarily a disagreement, more like the 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 taking of what's mine and what's yours in a breakup. That's what it is. But this the what's the word? The distribution, or the share, the what's yours was what's mine kind of thing depends on the surrounding cards. So if there is some sort of a card that supports this, that tells us about an argument, then this is a conflict. But it seems like, since it's the Hierophant, so maybe um, some sort of a budget needs to be, distributed, because there is a promise that needs to be fulfilled between you and Aries. So it's either you need to give back Aries what's his or hers, or vice versa. And the Sun card is an indication that there is. I'm sensing that maybe because of this overdue kind of thing that needs to be given back to the owner, or the given back of the share, or the given give and take of what's mine and what's yours kind of thing. Maybe there's been some sort of a rift, and this is an indication that you need to stay positive, even if there's been some sort of a separation of maybe mutually acquired materials or investments. So if you're in a relationship with an Aries, um, maybe you're separating, maybe you're on the process of a divorce, and you're trying to get what are the things that is under your name and under his or her name, and there's been some sort of an emotional rift. This is an advice to keep on looking into the positive part of the relationship. May this be a business, a business partnership or a romantic partnership. Um, look into the positive things that happen between you and Aries, because let's face it, Aries can always be there when you need them. They're very good with emergencies, and although sometimes they tend to calculate all of the things that they've done for you, the fact that they actually have been there for you, it's a positive trait. So look into that positive part of the interaction with Aries, and do not dwell to whatever it is that um, that resulted in this um, you know, what's the word I always uh, let's just call this separation. Yeah. So, but it's not the word actually. I'm going to think about it. Anyway, look into the positive part of the relationship, may it be personal, business, or romantic, because what's going to happen is you'll be able to avoid this, the miscommunication. But I want to pull up a clarifier for this as to why the Page of Wands reverse is here. Why is the Page of Wands reverse is here, please, for Cancer and Aries? Page of Wands reversed for Cancer and Aries. 3 shuffles. 1, 2. No card jumped. Check. Okay. So this is about money. So try to look into the positive part of the relationship or of the partnership, because if you're going to dwell on whatever it is that uh, resulted in this breakup, in this segregation of what's yours and what's his or hers, if you're going to do just that, you'll be able to avoid further miscommunication or misinterpretation of messages between you two. So do not try to, you know, because if you're going to dwell into the negative part of the separation, there's a tendency for you, Cancer, to let your emotions decide for you, and you may not pay attention to the details, because there might be some, follow-up messages from Aries, and you're not going to pay attention on the details on it, about that message, and that's going to end up with something that will be financially damaging for you, because you kept on thinking that the separation must be, uh, because you kept on um, thinking about the negativity of the separation, and then there's an important message that needs to be settled, some sort of a follow-up, and then if you're going to dwell on the negativity of this situation, you might end up losing some money because of it, because you're just trying to dwell on what Aries did to you that uh, made you sad, or broke your heart perhaps, and then you're not paying attention to this message, and there's been miscommunication or misinterpretation, then you end up losing money because of it. So that's what I'm sensing. Okay, so there, that's for you, Cancer and Aries. Let me start on Taurus. Cancer and Taurus. Oops. Cancer and Taurus connection as a general reading for 2019. Taurus and Cancer connection as a general reading for 2019, please. Cancer and Taurus connection as a general reading for 2019, please. Okay. Hmm. Same first card, Cancer. Okay. Okay, so again, the Empress reversed. So there must be some sort of yeah, a separation of material things, or um where's that book? I what's that three? I think I can find the word here. Hmm, the word is not here. I forgot what word was that. Uh, yeah, so it's like the in Tagalog it's called bawi. Yeah, it's like getting back what is yours and what is giving them back what is his or hers. If you know the word, please comment down. I'm trying to remember it. But yeah, it's the same thing with Aries. So with Taurus, the supporting card is Moon upright. So there must be some sort of guilt, fear, suspicion, or turmoil of emotions that is gradually going onto the surface that um, requires the two of you to separate. Again, this can be divorce, or this can be a separation of mm, partnership, business partnership, or friendship, or anything like that. So, if with Aries, the supporting card is Hierophant, so the separation of the or this segregation of what's yours and what's his or hers has got something to do with commitment, maybe because it has been promised, and there's a possibility that it's all about a debt that you've promised to pay on time, but you didn't pay it on time, or vice versa. Um, this segregation of what's yours and uh, what is owned by Taurus has got something to do with emotions. So maybe the one or both of you have fallen out of love, or have felt that the partnership is no longer serving you right, or there are other options, or maybe there are suspicions that are breaking the partnership, or guilt or fear perhaps. That's why you need to separate, and that's why you need to, you know, you need to tackle material or monetary issues together. What you need to do is do not hasten the separation. Let the dust settle first. Tower upright is a surprise, chaotic situation. You're not allowed, you're not um, aware that it's about to happen when it happens, but it's reversed, so it's already done. Just allow the chaos to gradually, you know, diminish, or just allow the dusts of this collapse settle first before you try to come up with a solution, or with the next step. And Knight of Wands is an indication that this, since this is not planned, this Knight of Wands is an indication that you can actually come up with a solution as quick as possible. And if you cannot provide the solution all by yourself, Knight of Wands is about social circle, about the people that you've known through various social events. So try to look into your circle of friends or business or colleagues. It's itchy. So try to look into the people around you, just in case there's someone that can actually give you a stable assistance. So that's the advice. And if you're going to do just that, you'll just look into the past as a judgment day that actually happened. So this is dissatisfaction, and this will lead you into an adventurous state. So it's like I'm not satisfied with my performance before. I'm going. If this is your card, it's an indication that you're in a situation wherein you enumerate all of your dissatisfactions with your performance before, and you're going to take note of the mistakes and the lessons, and try to take what are the lessons that you've learned from that past experience, and try to acquire the lessons into your new adventures, new projects, new ideas, or whatever it is new that you would like to try out this time. So yeah, you have to do not hasten to come up with a solution if the collapse is still happening. Just allow the shock to sink in, the collapse to finish before you try to rebuild something else. And again, take note of your dissatisfactions, your mistakes. Take out all of the lessons you've learned from your relationship with Taurus, so you can use it in this adventure that you're going to go for. So if this is about love, this has got something to do with maybe um, infidelity. Maybe you have been unfaithful and you're guilty. That's why you need to separate. And this can also be vice versa. You have been cheated on by Taurus and you're fearing that it will happen again. That's why you need that shock of the cheating, maybe something that you need to uh, wait out. Maybe you need to wait for yourself to calm down and be logical about your approach with your next step. Do not hasten to go for what it is you have in mind first thing after this collapse. And then take note of the dissatisfaction, the lessons, the mistakes before you go out on an adventure. Same is applicable to business. Maybe you have been duped. Maybe you have been cheated on. Friendships as well. Or maybe in the family, something has not been disclosed to you and you found out and it has been a shock at first and you don't know what to do, and then you come up with something, some sort of a solution, but this is an indication that you need to let the situation sink in first. And if this leads, I know, if this leads to anger, try to do your best to calm down and try to be logical about your next decision. So there, that's for you, Cancer and Taurus. So let's proceed to Gemini. Cancer and Gemini connection as a general reading for 2019, please. Cancer and Gemini connection as a general reading for 2019, please. Cancer and Gemini connection As a general reading for 2019. No card jump. Let's cut cards. Okay. Justice. So between you and Gemini, there is some sort of a justice that is going to be served. Maybe for both of you. You have been treated unfairly, maybe in the family, in love, or in work, and finally justice is being served. Or this can be Gemini cheating against you, and finally they're going to get what they deserve, or vice versa. So that's the situation between you and Gemini. So if there's been some sort of an unfair treatment, uh, or yeah, if there's some sort of an unfair treatment towards you, Cancer, uh, yeah, justice will be served, and this is a card that represents Libra. So maybe you and Gemini are going to be judged by a Libra. So there, take it however it resonates. But the next card is a warning, not to be too comfortable about the judgment or the balancing of the scales, because it doesn't assure you some sort of security in the situation. Maybe you were thinking, Cancer, that now that the truth is out and justice will be served, you are secure. But no, you're not. So maybe you have been promised that something is going to be given to you after this happens. Maybe some sort of a compensation. This is Pentacles, by the way. So money, maybe you will be receiving money. But this is an indication that maybe you will be given money indeed, but it doesn't give you the guarantee that it's going to be giving you security in the long run. So um, try to look for other options to settle or to secure money, and do not rely on this. And because if you're going to do just that, this is going to give you emotional security. Like not, you're not going to be, emotionally unstable because you don't have money. You don't have anything to indulge yourself with. If you'll notice, he's holding a cup. And Five of Pentacles as well is also, paranoia. When you think that something's, um, because the source of income is not that secure, this is a possibility that you're actually aware of it and you're being paranoid that any time it will be taken out from you, or it will be taken from you. And this is anxiety and worry that you're going to lose something if you're not going to do anything about it. So do not be too do not be too comfortable that since everything is going to be fair now, you will be financially secure. Maybe this justice thing is just going to give you back your reputation, but not necessarily the money, the shmoney. So there. That's for you, Cancer, and a Gemini. Let's proceed to Cancer and a fellow Cancer. Let me shuffle. Okay. Cancer and fellow Cancer connection as a general format for linear equations. I always say that. As a general reading for 2019. Cancer and a fellow Cancer uh, connection as a general reading for 2019, please. Cancer and a fellow Cancer connection as a general reading for 2019, please. Okay, 3 cards actually jumped, but I still want to continue shuffling just in case I'm going to need some clarifiers. So there, everything is reversed. Oh, no. You and a fellow Cancer are being emotionally immature towards each other. I'm sensing that. Now I have to pull up a clarifier for this. Why is the Queen of Cups reversed? Emotional immaturity or instability between you two because of this. Maybe someone. I thought it was a cockroach. Maybe there is someone within the partnership that cheated, and the other one has been lied to. So the one who cheated is now feeling guilty about it, and the one that has been cheated on is being fearful. So that's the situation. And what you need to do, start again and possibly cut off whatever it is that you need to cut off. Let me pull up a clarifier for this. What is this that needs to be disconnected to Cancer? What is the Ace of Swords here for Cancer and Cancer, please? Okay. So there is the King of Swords reversed involved. So this may be someone who's meddling with between you and a fellow Cancer. So King of Swords is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy. So if it's King of Swords reversed, King of Swords is very intelligent, a genius, unpredictable, and very cerebral. So there is a possibility, since it's a reverse, that intelligence is going to be channeled in a negative way. So this is a trickster. This can be a swindler, or this can be someone who's tactless and emotionally inconsiderate, or just inconsiderate overall. So maybe this is the one who ruined this connection with a fellow Cancer. Maybe he is someone who's planting the suspicion, who's reminding someone of his or her guilt or his or her fear, because he's going to gain something about it, and you need to cut him off because he's just a nuisance in the partnership. It's either that, or this can be you, Cancer. You need to let go this turmoil of emotions. you need to be logical with your approach with your fellow Cancer, so you can, so you can start whatever it is that you want to start with this fellow Cancer of yours, and just try to be logical and disregard this, this emotion that's just on the surface, that's is quite um, disturbing for the two of you. I mean, for you and a fellow Cancer. So take it however it resonates. Again, the advice is either get rid of this malicious person, if there is a malicious person that's trying to, you know, trying to remind you and your fellow Cancer of maybe guilt or fear. Or this can be you, Cancer, that's being advised by the card to be logical and not be dominated by your emotions, so you can cut off what is not needed or who is not needed and try to start again. May it be alone or with your fellow Cancer. Take it however it resonates. Because if you're going to do just that, you'll be able to do this. So this is either you reminding yourself to be ethical, or you reminding someone to do just that. To do things for the right reasons. It's either you are reminding yourself to do things for the right reasons, or you are reminding someone to straighten up and do things for the good reasons. So that's the possible outcome. Take it however it resonates. This is also a person that's not going to do the usual, what he traditionally does in a specific situation. Maybe this is you, Cancer, is just trying to, you know, hold all your negative emotions in. And now that this Hierophant is reversed, maybe it's time for you to speak up, reprimand whoever needs to be reprimanded, and enumerate all of the negativities that you've seen that person has been doing, that you're just trying to be patient about. So this is the possible outcome. So there, that's for you. What's my about Cancer and a fellow Cancer. And now for Cancer and a Leo. Cancer and Leo connection as a general reading for 2019, please. Cancer and a Leo connection as a, a, a general reading for 2019, please. Again, Cancer and Leo connection as a general reading for 2019, please. Okay. You and Leo needs to try something again. Maybe you've been in a training together, you've been to school together, or maybe you're trying to aim for the same goal. May it be as competitors or may it be as a team. So take it however it resonates. This is the try again card. If there is something that you failed before because of a Leo, maybe you need to do it again or try it again. And this time, usually if it's 9 of Cups reversed, you actually get lucky on the second try. And it's either you trying something again that you failed to do because of a Leo, or you and Leo have been aiming for the same goal together and you failed, and now you want to do it again with Leo, like for the second time. And yeah, this is the situation. There's something that you need to try again, either with Leo or against Leo. Take it however it resonates. And this is the don't give up card. This is the advice. So it doesn't need any clarifications. Don't give up. Just go for the goal. Again, if you failed before, try again. Don't give up. And this is the possible outcome. Um, this needs a clarifier. This is actually a partnership that has been broken because of a vain and boastful man. And Leo can be vain, Leo can be boastful, but I would like to clarify that. That's okay. So there. Tower reversed. So if you're not going to give up, this is the possible outcome. Okay, so you're not going to... Okay, if you're going to try again, not give up, you'll be able to handle a shocking situation that led to a loss of a partner. Maybe a shocking situation happened, something that has been unplanned happened, and all of a sudden there have been in this tower card. This has been something that pulled you away from a partner in crime. May it be a romantic relationship, a friendship, or a business partnership, or some that has with a partnership with someone that has been with you for too long already. And if you do not give up, this is what's going to happen. You will be able to handle the collapse of a situation and rebuild something after that. And this is going to be your inspiration, because you've lost someone. You're not going to give up, and you'll be able to keep up with. You'll be able to move on and uh, build something out of something that has collapsed in the past. So there, take it however it resonates. That's for you and Leo. Now for you and a Virgo. Cancer connection with Virgo as a general reading for 2019, please. Cancer and Virgo connection as a general reading for Virgo, please. I mean, for 2019, please. What am I saying? Cancer and Virgo connection is a general reading for 2019, please. Okay. Okay, Cancer and Virgo. The two of you are okay. You sense security, especially emotional security, between you, or you, Cancer, feels very secure, emotionally secure with Virgo. But there is something that needs to be endured, like seems like there is some sort of an issue that needs to be tackled, but you you do not have time for it yet, or maybe you need to. Okay. Okay, so you feel emotionally secure with Virgo and vice versa, um, but and you need to acknowledge that emotional security in order to tackle something that needs to be transformed, even if there is a restriction in the situation. It seems like you need to settle something, but your situation is not allowing you to go for it. There, this can be an indication that there's an issue within the home or within the family. That again, this is home and family and emotional security. Um, that needs to be settled, but you don't have time for it. You've been busy because of work, or maybe there, if you're jobless, maybe there are a lot of people that demands your time and your attention, and you cannot settle your issue with Virgo. So you need to make time for Virgo in order to settle what issue it is that you need to settle with her, because oh no, this is a Virgo card. It's a sword, but for me this is a totally Virgo thing. This is paranoia, anxiety, and worry. You need to make time for Virgo. Maybe talk and try to settle some sort of issue to get that needs to be addressed, because it's either he or she or Virgo, that Virgo person is being anxious about something or being worried about something, maybe your opinion, or maybe you, Cancer, is also being feeling worried about Virgo as well, or this can be the two of you being worried about each other's opinion or each other's mind. It's like you are wondering what's in Virgo's mind, and Virgo's thinking about what's on your mind right now. And you need to talk, but there are a lot of restrictions in your situation and that you need to address first. So, oh, for some reason I want to check the bottom part of the card, and it's Four of Cups reversed. So if there is something that you don't have access on right now, try to reach out to the people around you that can actually give you an access to that something that you cannot yeah, that you do not have access on though. And yeah, maybe you need to seek help from a circle of friends. Maybe ask for a favor in or since you cannot seem to leave some sort of a responsibility for the meantime. Try to. This is actually assistance from people around you when you do not have access on something. It's like you need some sort of a material. Instead of buying it and looking for it, why not borrow it somewhere from someone? This is that card. So maybe that's what you need to do in order to settle some sort of an issue with Virgo. So there, that's for you, Cancer and Virgo. Let's start now with Libra. Cancer and Libra connection as a general reading for 2019, please. Cancer and Libra connection is a general reading for 2019, please. Cancer and Libra connection as a general reading for 2019. Okay. You and Libra is undergoing some sort of a miscommunication, or there must be a relayed message or a relayed news that you've heard about Libra or Libra heard about you that needs to be clarified. So I want to pull up a clarifier for this. What is it? Oh, money. Maybe the Six of Pentacles is about me, the give and take of a budget or material that needs to be that is needed in a specific business or project. So maybe there is something that you need to clarify with Libra as to why, well, Six of Pentacles is reversed, so why Libra cannot provide or cannot deliver his or her promise or his or her share of money, or vice versa. This can be you who is not capable of delivering what you promised, especially financially. And you need to make sure that Libra gets the same exact message, because I'm sensing that there is some sort of a mix-up in the communication or in the relaying of the message. So that's the situation. And what you need to do is, what's the Five of Pentacles? I want to pull up a clarifier for this. Why is there a paranoia in the... Just a moment. I'm confused. Some mix-up in the message. What you need to do, Cancer, is what I'm sensing here, Cancer, is you are the one that is not going to deliver what you promised, because you settled for something that you think is secure but is actually not. And the card is reminding you to look back to past mistakes, because maybe you're repeating history. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm sensing that this is you, because this is the advice card. This is what you need to do. Stop looking for security from uh, people or situations that's not going to give you security at all. And this is looking back, Judgment Day, looking into what actually happened before when you were judged. Maybe you're repeating history, maybe you're doing the same mistake, maybe you're going back to the same thought pattern that did you wrong in the past. So that's the advice. And Five of Pentacles is, aside from, it's actually looking for security in people and situations that are not secure, because you're just paranoid that you're going to lose a lot if you're not going to do something. This is paranoia as well. So if you're going to do just that, um, try to slow down with the other option that you've chosen because you think it's much more secure. This is going to happen. I'm sensing that the lion is actually the society, their opinion, their expectations, the bullies of the society that you need to be this, you need to be that, and if you don't, they're going to talk a lot about you. And strength card is you shutting them out. You trying to close their mouth because they don't know anything. Diplomatically, not necessarily by killing the lion, but by just gently, you know, trying to close its mouth. So if you're going to, I'm sensing that this paranoia is about is being triggered by people around you. You know, people who give out opinions, especially the one that who give out their opinion, but or the ones who give out opinions, opinion that actually needed, but when the time comes that there is a conflict in the situation because of what they suggested, they're not the one who's going to defend you. So this is an indication that maybe you need to slow down listening to people who will actually not defend you if you're in trouble. Trouble, and just close their mouth. Do not listen to them. Listen to your intuition. Listen to what you feel will make you stronger. Or listen to, not necessarily intuition, or listen to your strength. Listen to what has been tried and tested. Because this is something, I'm sensing that this is a mistake. You need to look back. So there. That's for you and Libra. Or maybe Libra is the one who's, you know, sharing his or her paranoia to you. You know, Libra tends to weigh things. If you do this, this might happen. If you do that, this might happen. So maybe Libra is the one who's trying to give you the indecision, or who is leading you to an indecisive situation. That's why there is a mix-up of, of communication. So there, that's for you, Libra. And for Scorpio. Cancer and Scorpio connection as a general reading for 2019, please. Cancer and Scorpio connection as a general reading for 2019, please. Cancer and Scorpio connection is a general reading for 2019, please. Um, just a moment. Okay. Cancer and Scorpio, it seems like you're about to acquire money and property together. If you're in a business partnership with a Scorpio, there's a big possibility that it's going to be successful, it's going to be big and abundant. And Nine of Pentacles is about property, so this can be an indication that you may end up acquiring a new house, relocate somewhere. If you're a couple, maybe that's the case. If you're friends, maybe you're going to buy something together, maybe a car or a house. And if this is a business partnership, maybe you're going to build another branch of your business somewhere. That's the situation. And I need to pull up a clarifier for the advice. The advice is Ace of Cups reversed. Um, Disregarding emotions. So I want to know why you need to disregard emotions, or maybe because both of you are water signs and you're being you know dominated by your emotions most of the time. So there is a possibility that maybe um, because of the success that the two of you have or is about to have, maybe um, the two of you are, or your emotions towards each other are meddling with the business perhaps, or the tangible material financial issues of the partnership. So maybe there's some sort of an emotional rift, maybe there's some sort of a misunderstanding, or maybe you, Cancer, thought that um, your partnership with Scorpio is a bit is going to give you emotional fulfillment, and vice versa. And then all of a sudden, you found out that they don't. It's either you feel that I'm sensing that you feel that the emotions are not mutual. Maybe you, Cancer, is too devoted to the partnership, and Scorpio is not, because Scorpio can actually disregard his or her emotions um, if they need to, or may just try to act like they're not that emotional, and just try to hide the emotional part of themselves, especially in business. Um, so maybe you're sensing that the 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 emotions that you've invested in the partnership is not mutual. It's not being reciprocated. So the advice is disregard the emotions, especially if this is a business partnership, or especially if the emotions, the sentimentality of you, Cancer, is not going to help with whatever it is that you are trying to establish with Scorpio, especially if you're business partners or you're just friends. So don't fall in love in this as if it's easy. Anyway, this is the clarifier for Ace of Cups reverse. So maybe you need to disregard the emotions first, because you need to tackle um, something that needs logic, something that needs diplomacy. Maybe you're being, uh, maybe you're being a little too emotional uh, when it comes to handling something that needs reserve. So that's the advice. And if you're going to do just that, um, this is legal issues, difficulty of any sort. Um, yeah, maybe there's an issue that needs to be tackled, but your sentimentality is going to ruin things. That's why you need to slow down. Maybe this is a Scorpio trying to be diplomatic about everything, and if you're going to be too emotional about it, too possessive about his or her attention, you're going to ruin things. So stop thinking about other people's action based on how you feel, or try to stop judging other people's actions based on how it makes you feel, because you need to be strong. or else there's going to be difficulty in the future if you're not going to try to, control your emotions and to think that there is a pending business, you know, success in the future. So, yeah, that's the advice. Try to slow down your emotions. If it doesn't feel like your devotion is not being reciprocated, try to look into the situation logically. Maybe you need to do it that way in order for you to understand what Scorpio is trying to do. So there. That's the connection between you and Scorpio. Now let's proceed to Sagittarius. This is um okay. Cancer's connection with Sagittarius as a general reading for 2019, please. Cancer's connection with the Sagittarius as a general reading for 2019, please. Cancer's connection with the Sagittarius as a general reading for 2019, please. Okay. Now, go to cards jump. Okay. There's an issue about a house or a home or a property that you need to talk about, that you need to tackle. What you need to do is try to grab an opportunity about it. Maybe this is a chance for you to settle somewhere with Sagittarius or through Sagittarius, or yeah, with Sagittarius or through Sagittarius. And you need to grab a very rare opportunity in order to have it, because if you'll be able to grab this opportunity to settle this property issue, something's about to be terminated in your situation with Sagittarius, and as a fire, it has got something to do with bondage. So maybe there's something that you would like to get rid of, and the opportunity to do that is going to present itself. So um, try to grab this opportunity in order for you to get rid of some sort of an obligation that you don't want in the first place. So that bondage, that obligation that you don't want for yourself is going to die, is going to be terminated altogether. So there. That's your connection with Sagittarius. So let's proceed to Capricorn. Cancer's connection with Capricorn as a general reading for 2019, please. Cancer's connection with Capricorn as a general reading for 2019, please. Cancer's connection with Capricorn as a general reading for 2019, please. Okay, Cancer, you need to try something with You need to try something again um, that you failed either because of Capricorn or with Capricorn. Maybe the two of you failed something in the past and you need to try again as a team, or maybe you need to try something that you failed from the past because of Capricorn. So this is the situation. What you need to do is go for it. Um, you're no longer in a situation that you feel you're being hanged or you're being choiceless in a situation. So just go for what it is that you have in mind, either with Capricorn or against Capricorn, because once you do that, once you're going to execute as planned, this is going to be the result. You will be enlightened. You will something about your situation with Capricorn is going to be clarified. It's either you're going to find out if your efforts, your trust, your money, your time, and your attention being channeled to whatever it is that you need to try again with or against Capricorn. Um, you'll find out if it's worthy of your time. You'll find out if it's going to give you results or if it's useless and you need to stop it. So there, this is the result. So whatever it is that you finalize, but you just, and now that you're no longer choiceless in the situation, you can actually execute it right away. Do it so that you'll find out if whatever it is that you've invested in the past is worthy of your time or not. Is it going to give you results or is it going to be useless? So there, that's for you and a Capricorn. So let's proceed to Aquarius. Cancer's connection with Aquarius as a general reading for 2019, please. Cancer's connection with an Aquarius as a general reading for 2019, please. Cancer's connection with an Aquarius as the general reading for 2019, please. Okay. Again, Cancer's connection with an Aquarius as the general reading for 2019, please. Commitment. Commitment. So this is something that is going to give you results or is giving you results already and you would like to commit uh, to it. This can be a person, this can, maybe you would like to get married, or this can be a situation or some sort of a project or business idea that you thought is not going to work, but it actually did, and now you want to keep at it. You want to commit on that specific thing. What you need to do, yeah, go for it. Stop hesitating, having second thoughts. This is second thoughts. It's reversed now. Go for it. And if you're going to do just that, I'm sensing that uh, it's an adventure for you. It's going to give you a lot of new friends, new social connections. Knight of Wands is popular, so maybe popularity, um, notoriety, yeah. Or Knight is also about travel, so travel opportunities perhaps, or an opportunity to relax, and try to mix business work with travel and adventure. So there. And this is going to happen. It's either through a commitment with Aquarius or through a commitment that you've promised against an Aquarius. So Aquarius is the uh, the keyword is a commitment with or against Aquarius. So last but not least, Pisces. Cancer's connection with the Pisces as a general reading for 2019, please. Cancer's general connection with the Pisces as a general reading for 2019, please. Cancer's connection with Pisces as a general reading for 2019. Okay. 3 cards jumped out. Okay. Which one came out first? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you and Pisces seem to need to balance things out. Activities, expenses. There is something with or against Pisces that um it's an issue that you need to settle. It's an issue that you need to tackle in order for you to have peace. Because temperance is not necessarily being abundant, but to actually have harmony, either with the people around her or within oneself. But usually it's within oneself. This is a Sagittarius card, so it's usually, fulfillment based on uh, answering life's big questions. So, I would like to pull up a clarifier for this. What is it that you need to balance out with Pisces? Oh, disconnection. It's either you, Cancer, is trying to disconnect with Pisces, or Pisces is trying to disconnect with you, or I'm seeing King of Wands, or maybe this is trying to disconnect you and Pisces. So, um, you. Why do you need to disconnect? Disconnection and peace. So you need to okay. You need to finalize whether you're going to disconnect with each other or not. Is this a breakup? If this is a romantic prospect, then maybe that's the case. Hmm. Yeah. So this is actually having peace and harmony within oneself. It is actually the need to um, reading it actually helps. Okay. So the two of you needs to make sure that things between you is running smoothly and well. And I'm sensing that if the situation calls for you to be disconnected from each other in order to regain that peace, so be it. And I'm sensing that it's either you, Cancer, is willing to do this to get rid of the negativity. I'm I'm sensing that if this is you, Pisces is um, willing to do it as well. Because most of the water signs right now are in the I don't give a fuck anymore, excuse my French, mode for 2019. It's like, if you don't like me, then fine. It's the type of mentality that water signs have right now. If before, water signs tend to just nod and say yes, even if it's very impractical for them, even if it's draining their energy, even if it's actually pissing them off. They just nod and say yes. This year, no. They actually have the nerve to say no. And fire signs especially hates that type of mentality, or that type of, or that part of the water signs. Yeah, because water kills fire, so if water tends to overflow, the fire dies. So yeah, I'm sensing that if you, Cancer, would like to disconnect with Pisces, I'm sensing that it's mutual. But the second card is very glaring. It's King of Wands reversed. So this is a trickster. This is someone who's going to, try to. This is Aries, Sagittarius, and fire sign, Leo. So this is someone who pretends to be there for you always, promises things that I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to deliver this, I'm going to deliver that, but they're not going to deliver anything. But if you're going to try to um, evaluate the situation, they're the ones that will actually gain a lot. And it seems like this is rejoicing because of the disconnection. I want to pull up a clarifier for King of Wands, please. Why is the King of Wands here for Pisces and Cancer and Pisces? Oops. Seven of Cups reversed. This is about the emotional confusion being clarified. So, this is the advice for you, Cancer. It's like, you know, um, uh, the cards are giving you an advice to be non-committal in the situation. Like whatever gives the peace, yeah, just say yes, just to shut them up. That's the advice. And then you will know who's going to feel what in the situation. So yeah, it's kind of logical in order for you to. Yeah. It's like just try to be the non-committal King of Wands. This is your advice. Just say yes, even if it's a no deep inside, or just agree on everything, even if uh, you know that someone's lying, you know that someone's trying to trick you, and then you'll find out who feels what about whom or about what. So this is a clarification of emotions, and it's also, I think it's also for you, Cancer, in order for you to get rid of emotional baggage. Like if they sense that you're not into the drama anymore, they're not going to bother you. I think that's what the cards is trying to say. And if you're going to do just that, how is the death reverse? This is going to happen. I think this. I want to pull up a clarifier for this. What is this that you don't want to end, Cancer? You're confusing me. What is it that you do not want to end? Why is the death reversed here for Cancer and Pisces? You do not want to end the association. Three of Cups. This can also mean teamwork. This can also mean celebration. Yeah. Or maybe you are the one mediating between two people. And you're just going to say yes in order to avoid conflict and maintain the peace because you don't want to. If you're going to do that, this association, this teamwork, this something that has been celebrated in the past is not going to die. It's not going to be terminated. That's what I'm sensing. Take it however it resonates to you, Cancer. So there, I guess that'll be all. Just when I thought about just when I thought about looking into the bottom of the card, the Empress. The Empress reverse. So this is the main concern. Money, not culture. Money. Okay, so that is the reason. The money. The money is the reason. So be it. So there, that's for you, Cancer and Pisces. So I've done it already. So next is Scorpio, but I'm going to do a Tagalog reading first. Uh, I s- uh, I'm going to think about a topic. So there, if you like that video, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Um, if you have any suggestions about topics that you want to be tackled on a video reading, please comment down below. And thank you so much for subscribing and enduring the video reading. If you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Kaka. And if you've been here maybe 2 times already or thrice, maybe you need to subscribe and click on that on that. I also want to say bell button. So maybe it's time for you to click on that bell button in order for you to be notified for any new videos that I'm going to upload in the future. So there, that'll be all. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.